Today we're going to jump into this ancient text, Psalm 16, and it's wild because it tackles a question we're all still asking. Where do we find hope that we can actually count on? And look, this is more than just some old poem. Think of it like a roadmap, one that leads from fear to a really deep, lasting sense of security.
So let's just start with a big question, one that I think we all wrestle with. I mean, look around. Things can feel pretty shaky, right? So what is true security? Really? Is it about money? Is it about being physically safe? Well, this psalm has a totally different take. It says real security is found somewhere else completely. And it all kicks off with this really vulnerable, really human plea for help.
And here it is, the opening line. Right off the bat, it's not a power statement, it's a cry for help. It's someone admitting they need backup. So the writer, who many believe was King David, isn't coming at this like he's got it all figured out. Nope, he's starting from a place of weakness, of vulnerability. He's basically saying, I need a safe place to hide, a refuge. And that one simple request, that's what sets the whole thing in motion.
Okay, so right after that opening cry for help, things get interesting. The psalm lays out a choice, a really fundamental decision you have to make. See, this isn't about just sitting back and hoping for the best. It's about actively choosing your path. And the writer gives us two totally different options, two different places to look for that security we all want.
Now, wow, the contrast couldn't be more clear. So you've got one path where the writer says, these are my people, the godly ones. They're my heroes, the ones I admire. And then there's the other path, the people who are, and I'm quoting here, chasers of other gods. And the psalmist is super blunt about what happens to them. Their troubles just multiply. So it's not subtle, right? It's a choice between two completely different outcomes, two destinies.
And this line really drives home how serious he is about this choice. This isn't some casual preference. It's an absolute, total rejection of that other way of life. He's basically drawing a line in the sand and saying, nope, I will have nothing to do with that. He's making it clear he wants no part in chasing after things that don't actually offer real security.
Okay, so if you say no to that one path, what do you actually get from the other one? What's the payoff? What is the true reward here? To answer that, the psalm gives us this really powerful idea, this metaphor of an inheritance.
And this is maybe the most important line in the whole psalm, the big reveal, if you will. The prize, the inheritance he's talking about, it's not money or property or status, it's God himself. You see the difference? It's not something God gives you. God is the thing you get. He is the inheritance. That's the radical idea at the core of all this, that the best thing you can possibly have is the relationship itself. So, what does that actually look like in real life? The psalm kind of unpacks it for us. For one, it means having a future that's guarded, a feeling that someone's got your back. But it's also about right now. It's a pleasant place. Life isn't this heavy burden. It's good. And when you put that all together, you just can't help but feel this overwhelming gratitude. You just want to shout, wow, what a wonderful inheritance. And here's a really key point. This inheritance thing, it's not some pie-in-the-sky promise for way off in the future. No, the writer shows us how making this choice completely changes his life right now, in the present. It brings this incredible sense of confidence and stability to his everyday experience.
And there's this really cool logical progression that the psalm walks us through. It all starts with getting guidance from God, right? An outside voice. But then that guidance starts to sink in. It becomes this internal compass, something that shapes your thoughts even when you're not trying, like at night. And from there, you develop this constant sense that God is right there with you. And what's the end result of all that? This rock-solid confidence, the ability to stand firm and say, I will not be shaken. It's like a formula for unshakable inner peace.
So what does it actually feel like to be unshaken? Well, the psalmist paints this picture of total, holistic security. It's not just a mental thing. It affects your whole being. Your heart is glad, your spirit rejoices, and get this, even your body can physically relax and feel safe. It's just this incredible image of complete and total well-being.
But wait, it doesn't stop there, not even close. The psalmist takes this idea of being unshaken and pushes it to the absolute limit. It goes right up against the one thing that, let's be honest, scares all of us, death. And this is where the poem makes its boldest, most audacious claim of all. This right here is the peak of the whole psalm. The writer puts forward this absolutely radical hope. He's saying that the connection he has with God, that inheritance we talked about, is so strong, so real, that not even death itself can sever it.
I mean, what a stunning declaration of faith. He's convinced that his life, his actual soul, will not be just left in the grave to rot.
And all this hope builds to this final, incredible vision of the future. See, the future isn't some scary, empty blackness. It's a path, a way of life. And what's at the center of that path? It's the very same thing he chose way back at the beginning, God's presence. Only now, that presence is the source of pure joy and pleasures that are going to last forever. It's the ultimate reward, the final payoff for making that one crucial choice.
So that's where the psalm leaves us, with this huge, powerful idea to chew on. Just think about it for a second. Forget about all the other things we chase after for security. What would actually change for you today if you truly believed you had an inheritance? Something so real and so permanent that even death couldn't touch it. That, right there, is the question that Psalm 16 is really asking.